which is officially named the General Douglas MacArthur Bridge. It was completed as a concrete arch bridge in 1923 to replace a wooden truss bridge, which had burnt down in 1950.
Stone, this place here. This has a boat garage. Kid Rock sold it to somebody.
These 7 houses that are coming up on our left were once the last private waterfront homes in Detroit prior to the completion of Shore Point Village and Morgan Waterfront Estates. The first house used to be a very interesting house, as Kid Rock used to live in that house for many years. But he kept on talking about how he lived there and he got sick of it, so he eventually moved down to Tennessee. The eastern house, or the last one that you'll be able to see in this group, this one is the well-known Menugian Mansion. It is just behind the large white boathouse, the one with the 3 flags right here. The mansion was constructed in 1927 and donated in 1966 by the Menugian family as a residence for the city's mayor. A lot of the mayors used to reside there. Mike Duggan does not live there right now. They use it for private parties and charity events. American racing boats over these waters to keep possession of the prized Hartford Trophy. That trophy was the top international racing trophy of the day. Better known to Detroiters now are the Gold Cup Powerboat races, which used to be held every July, but I haven't seen them for a couple of years now. Actually, I haven't seen them since COVID. If you look back over to our left, you'll see Waterworks Park. This is the site of water filtration for the Detroit water system. You can see the grandstands that were permanently installed for those powerboat races that they used to have out here. Hydroplanes that raced on these very waters. The Rooster Tail opened in 1958 and was once a very popular restaurant and nightclub run by the Shannon family. Today it caters to private parties and group activities. The Rooster Tail was instrumental in bringing national attention to Motown sound during the 60s and 70s. Motown Records recorded live at the Rooster Tail and featured Diana Ross and the Supremes, the Four Tops, the Temptations, Marvin Gaye, and the Jackson 5.
She didn't go far. She just went to, I think, Pennsylvania.
Then right next to that, you got Safe Harbor Marina, which used to be Keynes Marina. This is the oldest marina in the state of Michigan, and it was founded in 1912.
You got to pay attention to the clouds. Yeah, you got to pay attention to the sky. When this whole music that pretty.
That is a house the captain had built for his mother-in-law. Just kidding. That is the original water intake crib. It was built in 1905, and today is the oldest facility in the Detroit Waterworks. Although it is no longer in use, it still provides essential access to the tunnels, which connect the water facilities. Off on the shore of Belle-07, the building with the green roof is the present-day water intake for this part of the river. If you look back over to our left, you'll see a boat that's under a lot of repair. That is the St. Clair, which is one of the original Bobolo Island boats. St. Clair and Columbia were the two. Both those boats were responsible for taking 1 million passengers a year to the famous Bobolo Island, which is about 15 miles downriver. Doctor has purchased this boat and he's tried to fix it up a couple times. The most recent time was the caught on fire a couple years ago, and he's put a lot of work into it since. It's an all-steel structure, and the inner decks and the floors are made out of wood, and that was one of the reasons why it caught on fire so easily. Alright, back to the narration. We are about to pass under the bridge as a massive bridge, which has the longest suspension train in the world, at 1,850 feet. It was dedicated on November 11, 1929. Construction of the bridge took just over 2 years, even in the era of steam trains and route. We're about to make our turn to head upbound the river, and as we do, we will raise looks like it's calm down quite a bit, so we have crazy outside. And you'll notice the new Gordie Howe International Bridge as we make our turn here. The stanchions of this bridge are supposed to be a little over 700 feet tall, so they're twice as large as the Ambassador's Bridge. Again, the bridge was passing over a little over 100 feet, so we have to use some traffic. Person who played on the Detroit Red Wings for the longest time. Something called the Gordie Howe hat trick. One goal, one assist, and one point. We're in the condominiums. This complex has every amenity you can imagine for its residents, including the signature restaurant, a dry cleaner, grocery store, hair salon, and the private marine AC out front. It's built on the site of the old Jewel Lewis Arena where the Detroit Red Wings played for many years. These are some interesting buildings. There's some interesting residents here because the smallest place is 240 square feet and the largest place is a little over 700 square feet, I think close to 770. The smaller place that's 240 square feet runs for about $2,400 a month. And the larger one that's a little over 700 square feet is close to $4,500 a month. Some of the most expensive places to rent in the Detroit area. The large brick and glass building that's on our left was known for many years as Copo Hall, and now it is called the Huntington Place. This convention hall was opened in 1960 and it dramatically changed the face of the waterfront on the Detroit side of the river, which at the time was primarily the sites of factories, docks, and warehouses. Today is home of several large conventions, the most famous of which is the International Auto Show, which used to be held every January, and then for the last couple of years they tried to have it during the summer months, but they found out it wasn't as successful. So they are now changing it back to having the auto show in the winter months, I believe January again. This boat we got coming up along the shore here is called the Detroit Princess. Originally, she was a Louisiana gambling boat that they brought up to Detroit when they were originally going to have the casinos right here on the water. They obviously changed those plans and they moved the casinos on land, and now you see the Detroit Princess today. They have events on the weekends, and then you can also rent out the boat. I don't think you can rent. I don't know if you can rent out the whole boat, but I'm sure you can if you got the money. But they do have. You can rent out sections of the boat. We'd like to welcome you back to downtown Detroit. Now on our left is a good opportunity to view Detroit's skyline. Directly along the waterfront, you can see Hart Plaza. This park opened in 1979 and is named after former U.S. Senator Philip Hart. Water. That's that statue there of a group of gentlemen standing there pointing across the river. Those are in honor for those who traveled on the Underground Railroad prior to the Civil War. Hart Plaza holds many well-known festivals throughout the summer months, including the Techno Festival in May and then the Detroit Jazz Festival, which is held every Labor Day weekend. Now coming up on our left side is the Renaissance Center. The Renaissance Center was constructed during the 1970s on the site of the old Rush Street Railroad Station. It also dramatically changed the face of the waterfront on the Detroit side of the river. The Renaissance Center was conceived as an indoor city under skyline glass. By the end of 1977, all 4 office towers and the Westin Hotel were some of them off. It is now the Marriott Hotel. It was called the tallest hotel in the world. The 73 floors, one of it is built. It's also the highest building in the state of Michigan. This is right now the home place for GM. But GM is going to be moving out, and they're going to be moving to the Hudson building, which is going to be, it's being constructed right over there by Campus Martius. Part of the reason is that, honestly, the Renaissance Center is only 30% occupied. Most of this is an empty building right now. They have many rumors about what they plan on doing here with the Renaissance Center, the most recent of which is that there's 7 structures here that they're going to tear down 5 of them and keep 2 of them. Again, that's just rumor. We'll see what they have planned for this building here in the future.
trying to twist your arm. Just
This one contains only 34,000 bricks. It is the harbor entry light for the 52 submarino.
That's why I don't go for it. They got to move around.
That's supposed to be.
All right, this your time for your 50-50 raffle. Here's the 50-50 raffle ticket. That's your red ticket. Everybody got their number ready? Hope so, because if not, you're going to be off of it. And I will take all your money. All right, lucky number is 138712. Don't call it, because I'm nervous. 138712. Alrighty, hopefully we have a winner. I don't hear any happy faces, so thank you.
All right, we're passing right now the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. They have renamed it. It used to be called Shane Park. They renamed it the Aretha Franklin because this is one of the last places she had played before she passed. We're having a concert tonight. You see him set it up. I believe the name of the person that's playing. The name of the person playing tonight is Phoebo Bryson. Phoebo Bryson.
it's nice meeting you, Zayda.
Everyone, we go take like 3 steps back.